How many of you feel like all you do all day long is live up to the expectations of others and how others have defined success in life and success in business? So, working with the life alignment coach, working with me helps you to get clear on what matters most to you, not just what's expected of you.
Welcome to the Life Coaching for Mompreneurs podcast, where you will learn simple solutions to win at work without losing at home. Hi, my name is Martine Williams, and I am your host and CEO, your Chief Encouragement Officer. And this podcast is your one-stop shop to creating a burnout-proof life and business by elevating your clarity, confidence, and courage. Friends, it's time to say goodbye to being the yes girl, to procrastinating on your goals and living in overwhelm. And it's time to say hello to creating healthy boundaries, healthy mindsets, and healthy habits so that you can achieve work-life harmony. Your next breakthrough starts here. This is the Life Coaching for Mompreneurs podcast. Let's do this. Hey friends, welcome back to Life Coaching for Mompreneurs. Today's episode might just shift the way you think about coaching, about support, and honestly, about what's really possible for you. If you have ever felt like you're doing all of the right things, in air quotes, but still don't feel like yourself, if you're successful on paper, but you feel stretched thin behind the scenes, or if you're craving more clarity, more energy, more confidence, you're going to want to lean in. Because today we're talking about what a life alignment coach is and why having one might just be the thing you didn't know that you needed. So let's start here. So many women I coach come to me feeling disconnected, like from their dreams, from their energy, even sometimes from themselves. That's kind of my story. They're busy, they're productive, they're checking all the boxes. And from the outside, like everything looks pretty good. But on the inside, they're exhausted. They're stuck in comparison. They're wondering why, if they're doing everything right, in air quotes, but it just doesn't feel right. So maybe you can relate. And it's easy to think that the solution is to just keep pushing and keep working harder, or maybe get a new system or get more organized or download another time management app. But the real issue isn't that you need to do more. It's that you are out of alignment with who you are and what you actually want your life to feel like, what you want your business to feel like. You don't need a better to-do list, friend. You need a better rhythm that actually reflects you. And that's where a life alignment coaching comes in. And, people have misconceptions about coaching and specifically, life coaching. And maybe you've never heard of a life alignment coach. And it's not just a conversation with someone who's giving you good advice, or that's like having a conversation with your bestie, even though I definitely have a bestie personality. I am very fun, but I'm also very much about business and about helping you get to where you want to go. So what is a life alignment coach, or what is life alignment coaching? It's not about fixing you, because you're not broken. I want you to hear that. You're not broken. It's about helping you see yourself clearly so you can align how you're living, how you're working, and how you're showing up with who you actually are. It's about working with yourself, meaning your strengths, your energy, your personality, instead of constantly fighting against yourself, constantly trying to be someone that you're not, because you see someone over here having success doing it this way. So I'm going to go over here and try that. And we just keep chasing other people's strategies versus slowing down and figuring out, number one, is that even the business that you're wanting? Is that even the life that you're wanting, that you're after? And then how can you get it your way, honoring your boundaries, honoring your strengths and your energy? So I like to think of it like this. Instead of trying to force your life to fit someone else's mold, life alignment coaching helps you design a life and a business that fits you. So it's not therapy. It's not just business coaching, although we do focus on business because I coach entrepreneurs. So we're not just coaching
on strategies, but we do go there a little bit. It's not another productivity hack. It's really realigning your rhythms, your habits, your mindset, and your energy. So you're moving in a direction that feels right on the inside, not just looks good on the outside. So, life alignment coaching helps you get clear on what matters most to you, not just what's expected of you. How many of you feel like all you do all day long is live up to the expectations of others and how others have defined success in life and success in business? So, working with the life alignment coach, working with me helps you to get clear on what matters most to you, not just what's expected of you. It also helps you to build those rhythms that support your energy instead of draining it. So there are certain things about your unique personality blueprint that will show you the areas of your life that are going to require a little bit more energy and other things that might be a little bit easier for you so it doesn't take as much energy. But everyone has a unique personality blueprint and energy style and energy level, and so we can build rhythms that support your energy instead of constantly draining it. It helps you to make decisions from peace, not pressure, because you're really clear on these are my priorities in my business, these are my priorities in my life, and I'm making decisions from a place of peace, knowing that. And then as you're doing all of those other three things, it helps you to feel more like yourself again. Because when you're living in alignment, you stop surviving your days and you start experiencing them fully. So, the three, I would say, groups of women that I work with the most, and maybe you will find yourself in one of these, is you are a mom entrepreneur who has found success in your business, but you're now finding yourself sacrificing your health, your relationships, your identity, time with your family and relationships on the altar of that success. Like to sustain it, to maintain it, to continue to grow it, you are sacrificing the things that matter most to you and the things that you actually probably got into your business for. So you're having success, but you're really fearful of losing yourself, or maybe you already have, and you're realizing like, this is not sustainable. This is not fun, and this is not what I signed up for. So you're thinking, I started my business to have more time, freedom, and flexibility, and to be able to be present with my kids and my family. But you're hustling yourself to the ground to keep the success. And so you start sacrificing these things for that success. So that's one group. The second group of women that I work with is maybe you're new to business and you're looking to build a business and build a family at the same time. Like you want to start out and really protect those things. And so the way we do that is again, like getting to know yourself on a level that most do not know. So we can build that business and build that family from a place of strength versus stress. And the last one is some of you are like, you have an idea for a business or you're wanting to get into business. Maybe you're working corporate and you're like, I want to do something for myself. So you're kind of in that startup phase. And so that's another woman that I work with is helping her to build the business from the ground up and also holistically so she doesn't lose herself in the process. So whether you're the one who's already experiencing wild success and now it feels very like not sustainable, you find yourself in a place of burnout and we're trying to work our way out of that, or you are new to business, you have a business and now you're building a family. And so trying to figure out how to juggle those two things and to not sacrifice one dream for the other. Or the third one is again, like you just have an idea for a business and you're looking to have someone to kind of work through that with you. So those are the three groups that I primarily work with. And it's really fun to work with all different groups because I've experienced both. I've been in a startup phase. I've been, new to business and also building the family at the same time. And then I've also been that woman who found the success very fast and then was like, this is not sustainable. Looking in the mirror, realizing like, I don't even know who I am anymore because I've been pouring out so much for other people. So you don't need a coach because you're broken. I said that earlier and I want to say it again. You want a coach because you're ready for more. So some of you, again, like you're not in a state of burnout. You just know that you want more, but you also realize like I can't keep going the way that I'm going. So you want a coach who helps you see what's possible beyond the hustle. I am not anti work hard because it does require work to build a business and to build a family at the same time, but I am against hustling 24/7, 365. You also want a coach who helps build your confidence in your decisions again, because what I see is so many don't trust and they live in the land of indecision. And they stay there for a long time because they're so afraid to make the wrong decision. They just don't make any decisions. And so, helping you to build your confidence in your decisions again. You also want a coach who helps you protect your peace and your profits. So, you don't have to sacrifice your peace for profits and you don't have to sacrifice profits for peace. So, really helping you to protect both of them and to break the patterns that are keeping you stuck. Most of those patterns are happening between your ears. It's happening in your mindsets. It's our mindsets, not our skill sets, that hold us back. So, someone who can see those blind spots in your mindset and in your thoughts. And you also want a coach who helps you reconnect with your dreams and have the energy to go after them. Life has a way of like telling us to sit down and like, don't dream so big. And that's not possible. And maybe you have some people in your life who that's all they're saying to you. And so having a coach who's in your corner to say, let's dream again, let's reconnect to what you really want in this life. Because here's the thing, you were never meant to do this alone. Coaching is and community is such an important part of growth. And honestly, I would not be where I'm at today had I not invested in coaching, had I not put myself in a place of most potential with community of women who get me. I can't tell you the number of women that I have conversations with, and they're like, I just don't have a entrepreneurs, women and entrepreneur who are moms who understand my challenges. And it's true. Your best friends mean well, but if they're not a mom and an entrepreneur, they don't understand. They don't get it. So knowing that you have someone to help you through this, through coaching, someone who understands what it's like to be a mom and be an entrepreneur, it's just, you can't substitute that. So, having a life alignment coach helps give you a safe space to explore, to reset, and to rebuild without judgment, without shame, and without pressure to have it all together. Like, it's a safe place to land when you have someone, when you have a life alignment coach to, again, help you to explore, to reset, to rebuild without the judgment and the shame and the pressure that may come from talking about it with other people. It gives you someone in your corner who can see what's weighing you down and help you rise. So I remember a season where everything in my life looked successful. Business was growing, my family was good, I was doing it all. But inside, I was exhausted. I remember again, like just losing myself in that process and not realizing that all these things are checked off. I have this amazing, wildly successful business, and yet I'm looking in the mirror and I don't even know who this person is anymore. And that's really when I finally allowed myself the time to pause and reset and kind of get back into alignment with what I actually wanted. And everything changed from that moment. And then when I experienced the pro scan for the first time, and really for the first time, understanding how I naturally operated, why I felt the way that I did, why I had tendencies to do some things in my business and operate at a certain level, how everybody would say, I don't know how you do all the things that you do, like learning about my capacity for energy, all of those things just really opened up so much in my brain and so much in the way I saw myself that it just made sense for me and the way that I chose to do my business and the way I chose to raise my family. All of those things, like I found the clarity, I found the energy, and I found my joy again. And that's exactly what I want for you. And this is why I created Illuminate You Collective, because up until this point, the only way to work with me is through one on one coaching. And I really have a huge desire and passion for every woman to experience the Illuminate You method and to experience the pro scan and to really understand herself on a level that maybe you've taken some other personality assessments, and I'm telling you, this one is different. I've taken them all, and this one is different. And so there's only one of me, and there's so many of you. I'm like, okay, how can I have every woman experience this? And so that's where Illuminate You Collective was birthed, so that I can walk you through this process. So it's a 4-month group coaching experience designed to help you stop surviving your own life and start living it in a way that actually feels like you again, in a way that you create success on your terms, in a way that doesn't require you to sacrifice one dream of building a family for the other dream of actually building a business too. So inside the collective, we'll walk through your unique strengths and energy style, get you really clear on those things, how to build those rhythms that I've been talking about that support your life, how to reset your mindset and your habits and really understand how to manage your mind. This is not something that we've been taught, and it is the thing that changes the game. Not just reciting mantras, not just, writing out affirmations. It's so much more than that. And I'm just so excited to be able to teach you this. Also, how to protect your peace and your profits. You're not having to sacrifice one for the other. And then how to create sustainable success, not success that comes at the cost of yourself. I've done that. It's not a fun place to be. I know someone here is listening to this is relating to that. You don't have to sacrifice all of those things to have success. So if you're craving that clarity and that confidence and a life that feels aligned, this is your next step. Enrollment is open right now through May 5th. And I would love to have you join us. You can learn more and you can save your spot at martinewilliams.com/the collective. So go to martinewilliams.com/the collective and you can find out all the details there. In our next episode, I'm going to walk you through the core concepts behind Illuminate You Collective so you can see exactly how these shifts happen and how powerful this work really is. And until then, I want you to remember, you're not behind, you're not broken. You're right on time for your next breakthrough. So I will see you inside on the next episode. Well, that's a wrap, friends. Thank you for tuning in to today's episode. I really hope it met you right where you are and gave you some encouragement for your day. Could you do me the biggest favor and leave me a rating and review? Seriously, it's the best way for you to support the show. And while you're there, be sure to follow the show so you never miss an episode. Thanks again. And until next time, I am believing in you always.